Okay, we're live. Hey everyone, my name is Stacey Adelman, and I'm a registered psychologist and founder of Joshua Tree Learning Center here in Regina, Saskatchewan. And so every Tuesday at 12, or I say around 12, we go live on Facebook and we just talk about a variety of different topics. So this week, I've invited Deanna Schwindt, who is registered psychologist provisional at Joshua Tree Learning Center. And Deanna works with children, teens, and adults at our center. And Deanna is also EAGALA certified. So there are several clinicians here at Joshua Tree who are EAGALA certified, who have done the training. And I've brought Deanna here today to talk more about EAGALA, what the EAGALA model is. So it's essentially, we're talking about therapy with horses. And so Deanna and I'll just be having a conversation about EAGALA. And then we'll also be talking about an up-and-coming free demonstration day that will be offered at Rough Bark Arena and Trossachs. So we'll be getting more into the details of that and what that day is going to look like. So yeah, welcome, Deanna. And
Thank you.
okay, so let's talk EAGALA. Deanna, can you tell me a little bit? Can we talk about what is EAGALA?
EAGALA, sure. EAGALA is a type of psychotherapy that is used utilizing horses. So it's an equine psychotherapy. So we're doing mental health therapy with a mental health professional and an equine specialist to provide therapy for our clients. So EAGALA uses the team approach, having both the mental health professional as well as the equine specialist. And then the third part of that team is the horses. And then the question that a lot of people ask is why horses versus cats or dogs? You were saying that earlier. So horses are utilized in this type of therapy, and they're very good for psychotherapy because they are viewed as social animals, and they have defined roles in the herd, just like humans have defined roles in their relationships with various environments. For example, in your work setting, you would have a certain role. In your family setting, you would have another role. So horses are similar to humans in that way. Horses also have very distinct personalities and attitudes and moods. So when we're working with horses and we try different things with horses, they may not always respond as another horse would, because each horse is different and has their own distinct personality. So that's very good for the clients when they're working with the horses or just observing them or spending time with them, to see how each horse is very different in regards to their personality. Also, horses are prey animals. And so what that means is they are in the wild and considered always at risk for being attacked and such. So they are very, very intuitive and in tune with their surroundings, because they need to do that in order to stay alive, like innately. So because they are so in tune with their surroundings and sensitive to their surroundings, they are very aware and in tune with the people that are in their space. So with that being said, they can pick up on messages that we as humans are sending and don't even realize we're sending out to the animals. They can feel it and they can pick it up and they can sense it. So they're very, very intuitive and sensitive to everything around them, which gives us a lot of feedback about our own behaviors and abilities to relate with other people in our surroundings. They also
So
can
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
I
No,
was
I was
saying,
just going to say,
when you work with the horses, it's like they externalize our emotions, because they're responding to our emotions and how we show up in the arena with them. And so it's like it plays out in front of us a little bit. So it's just another way for us to process emotions, because we can see how they're responding or reacting.
exactly. They are almost like a mirror of us, and they
Yeah.
reflect what we are projecting. They can reflect it back, and then they can tell us about that with their own movements and behaviors. So it's a very, very neat experience. We use the horses as metaphors in this type of psychotherapy, and they can represent people, they can represent ideas in our lives, they can represent things in our lives. So the horses kind of become our life
Mhm.
in front of us. And this type of
Okay.
therapy is, it's kind of like what you said, it physicalizes sharing so that the experience becomes visual, and the client can then see that their life story, and they can touch it and move it and change their life story in front of them, as like through the horses as things are happening. So it's a very, very unique experience, and a very unique way to address some of our emotions and feelings and struggles that we are facing.
I'm just going to repeat a little bit of that because I think some of our internet connection went a bit glitchy. This happened to me last week too. But essentially, it's like our brain will create a story or a narrative and create metaphors with the way that we see the horses behaving. So
Mhm,
we create this story, or we're able to integrate it into our own experiences.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And a
Okay.
couple of other reasons that why we would use horses is because they are, non-judgmental, and they're living in the moment, and they're present. So unlike we humans, they don't focus on the past, and they're not worried about the future. They are here in the moment, and they're present. So they help us to remain present and focus on the here and now. So that's a really nice quality that they offer us as well.
Okay. I
Mhm,
think one of the feedback that I often hear when I've done therapy with horses is that there's such a calming nature to them as well.
mhm.
Just being
Yes.
around them can feel very, very calming, and I've had a lot of feedback that way, and something I can personally, um, attest to as well is that feeling of calm when you're around them.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
something about horses, they take if you're feeling kind of, out of sorts, it's almost like they can take that negative energy away from you and help you to just
Kind of
re-regulate, right?
yes. That's a
Yeah.
great word. They help you regulate that and work through that.
Mhm,
Absolutely. Okay, so
mhm.
the EAGALA model, adheres to a high level of professional conduct and code of ethics. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so the training that, EAGALA offers is very, very consistent and, intense, and so they send out specific trainers that come out to do the training to ensure that all of the facilitators are consistently, um, delivering the EAGALA method appropriately, and to make sure that we all have the same level of training, and it's a high set of standards with that training. And so, I mean, as you know, we took the training. It was very hard to get it here in Canada,
Yeah.
especially in southern Saskatchewan, but we were able to manage to get it. And they flew in two trainers, two very, very which they like well-versed trainers in EAGALA, and they did the training for 5 days it was, and it was a great experience. And then they also have this really strong code of ethics that we all have to follow when we are performing this type of psychotherapy. So as I had mentioned, there's the team approach, and there's always meant to be a mental health professional, an equine specialist who knows the horse and keeps the people safe through the horses aspect, the mental health professional keeps the client safe emotionally. And then also the horses, they're viewed as a part of the team as well. So there's the team consists of three parts. So the mental health professional, the equine specialist, and then the horses themselves. And then, yeah, through this code of ethics, we have a strict guidelines around how we perform or deliver or facilitate this therapy. And so that being
Mhm.
said, there's no riding with EAGALA. Everything is done from the ground. So we are on the ground beside the horses, observing the horses, and the horses are not on a lead rope or kind of contained in any way. The horses are to be free and allowed to act as they normally would and to be themselves. So then we need a big space to make sure that the horses can escape if they need to escape, and to make sure that the clients and everyone with the horses are safe. And then, yeah, next with that is the goal with the therapy, or this type of therapy, it is very solution focused. So we always believe that clients have within themselves the answers to their struggles. We're helping facilitating it, and we're looking the EAGALA therapy program, or the EAGALA therapy offers a way for the client to find that solution, and through an experiential modality.
That's a key part that I really, really love about this model. It's that every individual has the answers within themselves.
Mhm,
And so it's a very open-ended approach.
mhm,
There's a lot of training that goes into the questioning by
mhm,
both the mental health professional and the horse professional. And so
mhm,
it's just a really nice way to guide you to finding the solutions of that within yourself.
mhm,
Okay. So, I have really loved this model. There are several people in our office that are trained. So Deanna is a registered provisional psychologist. Myself, Catherine Young is also certified. Tiara Hogberg, Joan Helmsing got certified as well. So I think in our
mhm,
office, there's the five of us. Our equine specialists or horse specialists are um, Brenda Clemens at Beaver Creek Ranch and Horse Center, Haley Moats out at Rough Bark Arena, which is near Weyburn, and
mhm,
Glenda Hiwalo, which is near Pilot Butte. And
mhm,
so uh, Deanna is partnered up and with Haley Moats out at Rough Bark Arena. The two of them provide services. So
mhm,
I've always said EAGALA is something you kind of have to experience it. You kind of got to get in there and try it and see what it's all about. It's kind of hard to explain.
yeah,
We do our very best to explain it, but it's just really cool if you can experience it. And that's what I love about it. It's the teacher in me, right? I love that experiential approach where people are engaged and in finding solutions for themselves. I just that's what I think makes it so powerful.
mhm,
So we decided, Deanna, it's like, well, people need to experience this to learn more about it as well. So
mhm.
Deanna and Haley are offering a free demo day in Trossachs at Rough Bark Arena. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure, I can. So our demo day is happening April 19th. It's open to the public at 1 p.m. and it is at Trossachs. So it's about 15 minutes west of Weyburn, but it's quite close. And she has an indoor riding arena there where we will do the demo day. At 1 o'clock, we will have a presentation. I'm going to kind of do a PowerPoint presentation to give kind of the factual background information and the logistics about EAGALA. And then we're going to have a few kind of like different mock sessions. So we'll do kind of a group activity where several people will come together and maybe try to do some of the activities as a group. And then we'll have individual sessions where people can just take 15 minutes and come into the arena and present a problem. And then we would show them what it would look like to use EAGALA as a psychotherapy to help them work through that problem. And we're offering that for kind of the remainder of the afternoon, so in 15-minute sessions. And we're inviting anyone who has any interest in EAGALA, whether it be through your work or through family members that you have that might benefit from it, or you just want to learn about it for yourself. There's any person is welcome to come and learn about this type of therapy that we have here in Weyburn. We're very lucky to have it in our area, so it's super exciting.
It is really, really exciting. And I think just bringing it back, just getting the training here
Yeah.
was quite a huge accomplishment.
Yeah.
That training in Canada, it's very rarely have I seen the EAGALA training in Canada, or it's usually down in Ontario. So we were lucky enough to get the training here. And now to have it, in the Weyburn area, I think is just such an asset, to that community. Um,
Mhm.
the thing I love about it too is that it can be for any ability, right?
Yes,
It can be
true. Mhm,
so easily adapted for any ability level.
mhm,
So if you're interested and you're wondering, well, is it, can it be adapted for my age or a physical disability or any kind of mental health condition or disability, we can easily work with that and
mhm,
adapt to meet those
mhm,
needs. So we can definitely work through that with
mhm.
you. And that's something we could talk about at the demo day as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And it's also good for personal growth and development. It doesn't necessarily have to be mental health related. So for corporates who or organizations who just want like a team building opportunity for their staff, this is a great way to help
Yes.
with your staff and team building and learning about each other through using horses. And that's a really neat experience as well.
Yes, I love that you mentioned that. That's so
Mhm.
important.
Yeah.
Okay, so if people are interested in coming to the demo day, how do they sign? Do they need to sign up? Is there a process they need to follow?
Well, what they can do is they don't really need to sign up, but we're working on a poster to share the information and so that you guys know how to get out to the arena. It's quite simple. It is on Google Maps. You would just type in Rough Bark Arena and you'll be able to get directed through Google Maps there. Um, it would be good if people did email me so I did have a head count. So they can email me at Deanna at joshuatreelearningcenter.com. They could also maybe phone the office if they're unsure and let Kayla know at the front desk if she wants.
Yeah.
Or they can message myself or Haley Motes too through Facebook at any time as well. I'm
Yeah.
also sending out emails to different community groups that I think would benefit or would be interested in it. So I've reached out to different community agencies to give them, the information and the date and stuff. And I'm going to follow up with poster with a little bit more detail. And yeah, we'll share stuff on Facebook as well. But if anyone can email or reach out to me in regards to coming out, that would be wonderful.
Okay. No, that sounds great. And um, it will be our entire Joshua Tree team. I think that all of us EAGALA certified people will be out there helping with the demo day. So
Mhm,
it'll be more than Deanna and Haley providing some of those demos that I'll be there. Catherine will be there. And our other horse specialists, Brenda
mhm,
Clemens and Glenda Hiwala, will also be in attendance. So we'll all be working together to try to service as many people as we can.
mhm,
And yeah, we just want to get the word out there and share, some of the benefits of working with horses and introduce it to that Weyburn community and let more people know about, that it's available and to provide an opportunity to ask questions and put a kind of a face to the name as well, right? I just kind of want to go back to the email. It's Deanna at joshuatreelearning.com,
Works.
or you can reception at joshuatreelearning.com. Just get in contact with us. We'll take your name, and it just kind of gives us a heads up for planning to make sure we have everything goes smoothly. But
Mhm,
really excited to get this out there. And I know we've been, actually we launched this back in August.
mhm,
Right? And it's been fun. It's been a great experience for all of us, I think, and
mhm,
just something I think we are all very passionate about and
mhm,
believe in offering different experiences in for therapy because we all learn differently. We all are going through different kinds of situations in our lives. Like we're not all the same. And so Joshua Tree is about providing a variety of different techniques to help individuals with where they're at. So equine therapy is just one of those. And we have an amazing team, people like our team of EAGALA people. We're a great team. We have just super people. We have a great time together, and we just can't wait to share it with you. So April 19th, 1 o'clock, Rough Bark Arena in Trossachs, which is close to Weyburn. We'd love for you to join us. Send us an email, give us a call, and we'll get you set up. Thank
Awesome.
you so much, Deanna, for joining us today.
Thank
And
you for having me.
we'll see you at the arena.
That sounds great. Thank you.
Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.